let's talk corruption now. And Vice President Dr. Bawumia says the government is building a robust system that will reduce bribery and corruption and ensure efficient delivery of public services. He observed corruption had negatively affected revenue mobilization, inhibiting the development of the country. Dr. Bawumia says through digitalization, the government is building a system that will enhance transparency and accountability in economic development. Nanaya Ojima has more in this report.
The Vice President was speaking at the 59th annual session of the Ghana Baptist Convention under the theme Fulfilling God's Purpose, Growing God's Church. According to him, corruption has festered due to failure of governments on building systems and institutions that underpin economic activities.
Corruption inhibits economic growth and affects business operations, employment, and investments. It also reduces tax revenue and the effectiveness of various financial assistance programs. The wider a society is influenced by a high degree of corruption in terms of lowering of trust in the rule of law, governance, and consequently the quality of life. With this in mind, in today's world, it has become increasingly important that nations deliberately develop systems that care for all, empower all, and minimize the gap between the rich and the poor.
The NPP government's proposed solution to the challenge is digitalization. Under the present administration, 85% of the citizenry have been issued Ghana cards. By this, the individuals have attained tax identification numbers, SNIT, and NHIS numbers. Dr. Bawumia explains, though full benefit from the digitalization drive is yet to be achieved, the country has made some gains.
We have to bring light to the system, to shine a light on the problems that we have been facing. And this is why we have adopted the policy of digitalization. Digitalization is shining a light on the darkness of bribery and corruption. This government is building a system that will enhance transparency, promote accountability, discipline, trustworthiness, and enable inclusiveness. It is a system we are trying to build so that it is not who you know and interpersonal, but it is just, you can just go and apply for a driver's license and get it, a passport and get it, just pay for it online and get it. No human interfaces. Ladies and gentlemen, you fight corruption with systems. You do not fight corruption with rhetoric. And so in this regard, we have been trying to put systems in place. We're trying to identify everybody uniquely. And that is why we are issuing the Ghana card.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Baptist Convention has commended the government's efforts to digitalize the economy. Reverend Dr. Ernest Edujemfi is executive president.
This is part of the solution to the challenge of corruption and the resolution of the challenges that we have as a country with paying taxes to the country. While pursuing this agenda, I believe it is also necessary to look at some areas where the citizenry could have some relief.
For JoyNews, Nanaya Ojima, Kumasi.